It is clear to me that the British Parliament, reflecting the views of the British people, does not want to see British military action. I get that, and the government will act accordingly.
That was English Prime Minister David Cameron yesterday. Following the political process in Britain, some lawmakers want President Obama to do the same thing here in the United States and consult Congress. Texas Congressman Ted Poe penning a letter to the president that said, quote, "I urge you to send a plan to Congress that clearly delineates the extent, goals, and end game of our involvement and call Congress back from recess so we can debate and vote on it." Congressman Ted Poe joins us now from Washington. Congressman, thanks for joining us this morning. It looks like we're going to launch some sort of attack against Syria imminently. What is the purpose of that attack? Do you know?
I'm not sure what the purpose of it is. The president has laid down his red line now. I think he has to save face, so to speak, and shoot missiles into Syria. He hasn't evaluated the consequences of doing that, the reaction of Syria. But most importantly, he ought to follow the lead of Great Britain and have Congress, the people, make this decision whether to go to war or not. The Constitution requires it. Members of Congress can come back even today. It's early enough. We could all come back up here today and make that decision whether America yet needs another war.
So is there precedent for that? I mean, I have to say I've noticed in the past couple of decades an awful lot of military actions have taken place without congressional approval. Is this just another one of them in a long line?
Yes, but this one is even, to me, more alarming in that this is no national security threat against the United States. This is, of course, a civil war. What Assad has done is an awful thing, but let's back up. Is it a national security interest? Are we threatened personally? And the answer is no. So Congress should make the decision whether we should go to war. The president shouldn't make that decision.
So let's say the Assad regime is overthrown. The White House says that's not the plan of this, that's not the intent of this attack. But clearly, this is an attack against the Assad regime. Let's say Bashar Assad leaves or is killed. Who takes control of Syria?
Then we have chaos. We have numerous rebel groups involved in trying to overthrow the regime. One, of course, is an al-Qaeda affiliate, al-Nusayra, fighting for the rebels. So there will be chaos if he's overthrown. There's chaos now. But the president doesn't say that our objective is to get rid of Assad. We just want to lob a few missiles in there to teach him a lesson, I guess. We don't know the purpose of the president's action, military action against Assad.
You hate to think the president of the United States, the commander-in-chief, has no idea what he's doing. But is that the conclusion you're reaching?
Well, he wants to fire missiles. What is the purpose? What is the goal? What is the national security interest of the United States, and what is the long-term consequences in the region and against the United States?
Yes.
He hasn't answered any of those questions.
Well, and those are the key questions. Congressman Poe, thanks a lot for joining us and putting that all in perspective. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Tucker.